Hey folks, today I have a Remora holster inside the waistband holster. You might have heard of them. It's a no clip, no slip holster. And I have to be a little bit honest, I was a little bit leery when I first got it because it just seems like it would not stay in place. And I have been very impressed that it actually has stayed in place, and in fact it has not moved at all. So here's the holster. It's barely sticking out of my waistband, but it's not going to slip. When I jump, I can run, and there's movement. Your whole shorts kind of move, but the holster does not sink further down inside your shorts. Just like any other holster. If I was wearing a outside the waistband Kydex holster or leather holster clipped to my belt, it's going to move up and down if you run, but it doesn't slip. In fact, I mean, you see here, it did not move at all, not 1 inch. And what is nice about this holster is that you can put it in any position. If you like more of a forward cant, you can put it in a forward cant and it's going to stay there. It's not going to move. If you like it straight up, put it just like that. If you got it on the opposite side, maybe behind you, you can even turn it around and point it in the other direction and can it even the opposite way, and it's not going to move. It stays in place. And it's kind of neat how it does it. I mean, I wouldn't think it would do it as well as it does, but I've been very impressed, and it does work. And something else I like about it, it is very comfortable. I would rate this up on a comfort level as a leather inside the waistband holster. So it's very comfortable. Great concealment. You can choose your depth. If you want it low, I mean, you can push. And it took me a while to get to this point because of the fact, I felt like maybe it was going to slip out. But you can actually move it really low in your waistband and it's not going to fall out. Like I said, it might take you a little while, like myself, to build up that trust with the holster. But once you realize it's not going to move, then you can start setting it down deeper. But you can put it deep. You can wear it high if you want. The choice is yours. You can wear it however you want, and however you cant it, it's not going to move. Now, it does require some sort of resistance. All right, if I take this holster out and hold it upside down, the handgun is going to fall out of the holster. But if you have resistance, be it like if you wear tight pants, or if you have a belt or some sort of elastic, it just needs some sort of resistance to grip. That's all it needs. So I'm going to pull out now. I did just walk off the street and did this video, so the gun is loaded. I am going to unload it as of now. It is unloaded. And actually, you know what I'm going to do? To keep the weight, I am not going to chamber a round, but I am going to put this holster in the mag well just so you can see, so it retains the weight of a loaded gun. So this is not loaded, as you see, not indicator not up. It's completely safe, but there is the loaded magazine in there. And you could even, if you wanted, Hollywood style, wear it in the front. This thing's not going to move. You can stick it anywhere. They make some that are inside the waistband. I see they also have some outside the waistband, which I haven't tried. But I really like this holster. And you can see the grip on here. It's a rubberized material. It's like a shark scales or something. I mean, I don't know how to say this, but it's very tacky. It's tacky without, I mean, it doesn't leave a residue, but it sticks really well. But you see it, I've been wearing this probably about 3 weeks now or so. And now the inside is smooth. It's durable. It's a durable fabric, but it is smooth. Kind of like a vinyl, slip. And they do that so that the gun does pull out easy without pulling the holster out. But now that I have the gun is unloaded, as I showed you, I am going to show you some drawing on this. Holster did not come out at all. It's just a regular polo shirt. So as you see, it conceals well. Reholstering, they do have a reinforced top that is a little bit easier to reholster. This one here is not reinforced, so for me, you got to put your hand there and kind of open up a little bit, but then it slides right in there. So, piece of cake. Boom. I really like it. I think it's an excellent holster. And something else about it is that, you know, most of my holsters are for a specific model of firearm. So I do like to have some holsters around that take multiple firearms. Because, you know, frankly, there's some firearms I'm not going to carry all the time, if rarely ever. But, you know, on occasion I might carry them. So it's nice to have a holster that accepts multiple models. And I'll say, of the holsters that I own that do take multiple models, this one here is the best of all of them, bar none. It's the most comfortable. It stays in place the best. My other ones, believe it or not, even though the other ones have clips on them, the fabric itself is kind of a, you know, it's a soft feel. So it kind of slides around a lot, even though it's got a clip. This one here actually moves around less than those do, even though it doesn't have a clip. So it conceals well, it holds the pistol in place well, you can draw from it very well, reholstering is easy, so it's far better than the other ones as far as I'm concerned. The MSRP on the Remora is $24.95, which I think is an extremely fair price. That puts it at about the same price as some of the other cheaper holsters with the clips that are for, you know, that fit multiple models. So for that same price, you're going to get a much higher quality holster. And this holster is built very well, I'll say. It feels very durable. And by the way, it is made in the USA, okay? It's owned by an American company, so you can't go wrong in that area, okay? And it's fireproof, it's waterproof, and it's washable. And to wash it, just use some dish soap, or if you have like a degreaser kitchen spray, something like that, wipe it down. And if any of your, you know, body oils or anything like that have built up and it loses its tackiness, all you have to do is clean it and that tackiness comes back. And then another thing also, if you're a sweaty person like I am, a concern is that sweat, or if you get wet, you know, water spray, something like that, would cause the holster to lose its grip while you're wearing it and perhaps fall off. That's not going to happen either. If you do start feeling a little bit of slippage, all you have to do is tighten your belt a little bit and you're good to go. But for the most part, even if you're extremely sweaty, it's really not going to affect your grip. And one thing I've found is that, for me, once you put the holster in and it establishes that grip, it kind of sticks to your skin. And I don't want to, I mean, it's not like an adhesive or anything like that. I don't know, it kind of almost seals to your skin. So after you've been wearing it for a few minutes, it's not going to move. And if you do try to pull it out, you'll actually feel your skin kind of go moving with the holster a little bit. So I mean, it's got a tackiness to it that works really well. It's perfect. It's not too tacky, but it's tacky enough the holster doesn't move. Now, I have found that even though I love my Remora holster, there is one drawback to the holster, and that is using the public restroom. If for any reason, and it could be maybe not even a public restroom, maybe you're in your house and you're changing clothes or something like that, but the problem is most likely going to come up in a public restroom. And I've found forums online that are devoted, whole threads devoted to what do you do with your concealed carry firearm when using a public restroom. So, but I've found when using a public restroom, when you have to put your pants down, there's no way for that holster to stay up. I've found the best thing to do is to take it out, and if you can, just stick it in your pocket. Or some of the guys online have even said just to, as your pants are off, just kind of stick it in the crotch of your pants so you can watch it. So, but you're going to have to figure out something to do with it, and it's best that you know that before you're in that situation. I've had one guy online said that he sets his on top of the toilet paper dispenser Nah, I don't think that's a good idea at all. Just an off chance you might forget it, that's not a good idea. So I would recommend just stick it in your pocket like this, and then when you're done and you have your pants back up, go ahead, stick it back in your pants. But like I said, that is the one drawback to the Remora holster, is that being that there is no clip, the public restroom usage is an issue. Anyway, you definitely need to check them out as Remora holsters, and I think you'll be very pleased with them. Semper Fi.